Adam Schefter believes the Cowboys and the Micah Parsons are basically packing it in as it relates to the relationship between the Cowboys and their star defensive end from Penn State, Micah Parsons. Where might he be packing up to go? Ian Rappaport reported or speculated, insinuated, that the Green Bay Packers would be the perfect destination for Micah Parsons. That if he's going to pack it up, he might as well pack it up and go to one of the most historic franchises in NFL history. I find this fascinating. Let's listen to Ian Rappaport.
Mm-hmm. I would expect that the Packers would be among the teams interested. And I would say I would expect the Packers would be among the teams really interested.
Okay.
They have paid Jordan Love. They have a bunch of really good young players, but they haven't. There's some guys like Quay Walker they have not paid. Zach Dom they paid, but they have money to spend, and they are really good. And so like that's the kind of team that I would say if Micah was going to be traded that he'd be going to, because it's like we need one final piece. This guy is an absolute dog. He's worth all the money, so pay him all the money. Mm-hmm. I mean, God only knows what Mulugheta would make that contract. It'd be all of it. Mm-hmm. But it'd be worth it because you'd get Micah Parsons.
Fascinating stuff. And Ian Rappaport used the name that I believe is at the center of all this, Mulugheta. David Mulugheta is the agent for Micah Parsons. And this morning, I watched the first segment of First Take, and it was Stephen A. Smith, it was Louis Riddick, it was Ryan Clark, Mad Dog Russo, and the referee Molly Karam. And Louis Riddick, who's been in a front office position and kind of speaks from that front office perspective, was leading a conversation that hammered home to me once again that like this is why this show exists, and this is why I keep arguing there's a voice, there's a point of view, there's a perspective that's not being represented in the sports media. And we're not getting the full conversation that we should be having that fans actually want. That's why I keep pushing this pay fans respect, that fans actually need a voice in the sports media space, in the sports world. They have no voice. Because what Louis Riddick was arguing and what Ian Rappaport kind of glossed over is that the agent is at the center of all of this. And Louis Riddick was on, and trust me, guys, I like Louis Riddick, but I just got to call balls and strikes here. He's on air pretending as if this is unprecedented. Jerry Jones won't meet with the agent. He wants to cut the agent out. How dare Jerry Jones not negotiate with the agent? This is commonplace, and this has been going on 40 years, 30 years at least. Ownership falling out with agents, ownership in a knockdown, drag-out fight with an agent who's worried about protecting his brand more than building the player's long-term brand. This is commonplace, not just in sports, but it's commonplace in sports media. It's commonplace wherever you have agents involved, this third party, this middleman in between the employee and the employer. You've entered a third party and a third ego into the negotiations, and a lot of times it spills out in an ugly form where the actual employee gets set on the back burner and the middleman and his agency and all that he represents and his brand takes center stage. And so I want to say this to Micah Parsons. I get that you and David Mulugheta have drinks together. He's your ride and die. You guys he's your work husband, work wife, whatever. He's your partner in your football business. He always must remain the junior partner in that relationship. And he's going to be slick and clever, and he's older than you and more experienced than you, and he's going to convince you, oh, I'm the junior partner, I'm the junior partner, I'm the junior partner. But is he really? I don't want to take a dump on Green Bay. It's a great place to play football. But if you're a 26-year-old man or 25-year-old man or even 35-year-old man, and it doesn't matter skin color, but if we threw skin color into this, would you rather live in Green Bay or Dallas? And I don't know your personality. There are some young black guys that would rather live in Green Bay. Not very many. And would you rather be connected to a franchise that has an owner and not some ownership group or it's fan owned or whatever? Would you rather be connected to the Jones family, even Jerry after he dies, Stephen Jones, Charlotte Jones are going to have the team? Would you rather be connected to them for life or the Green Bay Packers franchise that doesn't have an owner? Is your agent talking to you about that? About Micah, I can get us up. I'm in a knockdown drag out. I feel disrespected by Jerry Jones. Let's get you up out of here. Hey, let's go to Green Bay. They win titles. Instead of, let's keep you here in Dallas, where they used to win titles, and you know, who knows? They got Jordan Love, we got Dak Prescott. Who knows? Maybe one day lightning will strike and the Cowboys will win another Super Bowl with Jerry, or when Jerry's gone, Stephen Jones, whatever. But I'm just not sure if relocating Micah Parsons to Green Bay for potentially more money and a press conference that, hey, he got this record money, and David Mulugheta negotiated this record contract, and David Mulugheta gets to continue to build his agency's brand? Or is it best for David Mulugheta to humble himself and say, you know what, Jerry and Micah worked out the parameters of a financial deal that worked for Micah Parsons, satisfy him, and allow Micah Parsons to continue to live in the Dallas area, if that's what he would like to do, allow him to be associated with that Cowboys star, which is the most powerful brand, helmet, logo in all of sports. If you look across, Micah has an interest in a television career. If you look across the sports TV spectrum, there's Cowboys everywhere. Tony Romo's been the top broadcaster at CBS. Troy Aikman calls Monday Night Football. The Cowboys are everywhere. The Cowboys are a stronger national brand than the Green Bay Packers. And the Green Bay Packers are great. But it's Dallas versus Green Bay. And would you rather be attached to this major city of Dallas, this ownership group led by the Jones family that has tentacles all throughout the business world, as opposed to the Green Bay Packers, the only team in the National Football League that has no ownership? Let's just think it through. Tom Brady and Robert Kraft are going to be thick as thieves for as long as Robert Kraft holds on. I think Robert Kraft has a son that will take over the team or is already involved with the team. Tom Brady and that Kraft, they'll be thick as thieves. Micah Parsons, go look around. David Mulugheta's got you all fired up. Former Cowboys players got you all fired up. But look at all the former Cowboys players that swear by Jerry Jones long after their career is done. I'm not sure if David Mulugheta is explaining that to Micah Parsons. To me, David Mulugheta, the agent, is protecting his own brand more than he's protecting Micah Parsons' long-term brand. And this needs to be discussed. It's not getting discussed because all the people on TV, on these major platforms, depend on David Mulugheta and other agents for virtually all of their information. So they're not going to argue the other side. They're not going to paint the clear picture for you about what's really going on. And that's how fans end up suffering. Help us grow the Fearless Army. Pound that like button, subscribe to the channel, and share this video with all your fearless friends.